And Lara. We're back in action at Oaklawn Park. Canthea popped out of there nicely. Queen Clancy moving up, and the stretch-out sprinter has the lead. Canthea takes back and gallops in the second position. Happy third in the early part, then Insensitive and Hamo at the back of the field early. 5 runners charge around the first turn. Queen Clancy, the daughter of Jimmy Creed, leads the way. A length and a tail. Canthea right behind, tracking intently from second. She's opened up about 4 on Happy, who finds herself between horses. Insensitive 3 deep, while Hamo stays on the fence. 3 runners, 5 behind the front runner down the backstretch. That front runner is Queen Clancy. Queen Clancy, nice and easy under Richard Aramia, leads the charge. 24 1/5 seconds that first quarter mile, and it's still Queen Clancy loose up top by a length. Canthea second. And the last trio, they've gotten a lot closer. They're only 2 from the top. Happy still wedges between horses. Hamo down at the rail, and Insensitive 3 deep on the course. So there's absolutely no excuses for Queen Clancy. Canthea, though, getting closer, 3 parts of a length behind as they round the turn. Hamo under some pressure now down on the rail. Insensitive getting closer in the 3 pass. She's being asked to get going, but is producing a move. And Happy drops to the back with Hamo. Those two have got to get going as they approach the quarter pole. Queen Clancy a neck in front. Canthea all in now, and here's Insensitive kicking it in. Insensitive and Francisco Arietta sail to the front at the top of the lane. Queen Clancy back in second. Canthea beaten in third. Furlong left. Insensitive, it's her race to lose, and she's strolling down the lane comfortably clear as she shakes free. 4 lengths coming to the line, and the Doug Anderson trainee Insensitive breaks the maiden. Nice effort. Queen Clancy second home. Canthea holds off Happy for the show dough, and Hamo trailed the field home in the opener. And Laruff. Pretty good dispatch from the gate for all the runners. Whooping J from post 3 fires out fast. Hooper drives the boat right off of him. Another 2 come up to challenge those front runners and pass. Mr. Sharpie and Smokin' Hot. Those 2 get acquainted on the lead. Whooping J wants to be part of the fun on the front end. Sent along inside to get up there with that duo down the backstretch. Hooper drives the boat in a good stocking position right off the leading trio in 4th with Square Deal to his inside. A gap of 2 to Invariably. Another 3 to Racket Tap and Awesome Family. Morning Snow sent along. He's got to be a good 8 or 9 lengths behind. A length to Black Storm. And Warhorse West is the trailer with Galactic Empire. They round the far turn. Whooping J out of the leading trio. The first one to blink. He's dropping anchor. Smoking Hot continues to contend with Mr. Sharpie. Absolutely no excuses for Hooper drives the boat. He's 4 deep on the course, but he's moving forward as they come down the lane. Smoking Hot tries to fend off Mr. Sharpie, and Hooper drives the boat. Invariably right behind him with a furlong to go. Here comes Hooper drives the boat, charging after Smokin' Hot, who clings on to the lead. Smokin' Hot, Hooper drives the boat. These 2 contending. Hooper drives the boat on the outside in a photo with Smokin' Hot. Maybe Hooper drives the boat, but the heads were up and down with Racket Tap right behind them, and Invariably checked in 4th. We're ready to go. And Laruff having to take up right after the start. Mr. Cougar drops to the back. Colonel Barton facing winners for the first time as a narrow lead. Table Money moving up effortlessly, though, from the inside, and he snatches command. Table Money in charge now. Colonel Barton on his throat latch. Forsaken 3 deep on the course, not far off as well. Kinfolk in the 4th spot with Party in the Streets, the gray horse. Street Commander, Point Blanker next. They're running together, 5 or 6 behind into the far turn run. A gap of 3 to Water and Wine sent along. Who knew just passed past him. Mr. Wooly Bully has 2 runners beaten. That's Hal Yeah and Mr. Cougar as they round the far turn. Battle ensues on the lead. Table Money inside of Colonel Barton and Forsaken, who's 3 deep. Those 3 about to make it a line of 3 with Street Commander moving up in the 4 path. Swings to the extreme outside. Party in the Streets right behind those leaders in 5th. Needs to pick it up. Kinfolk has lost position. Needs to re-rally as well. They're approaching the furlong pole. Table Money hits that furlong marker, putting away the competition. In the 2nd spot, Forsaken just trying to hold on for that position as Table Money streaks away and will win on the cutback from a route to a sprint. It's Table Money and Walter De La Cruz 4 ahead. Second home was Street Commander, Forsaken 3rd, Colonel Barton 4th, and then Party in the Streets.
The thrill of thoroughbred racing is always available with Oaklawn Anywhere. When they can't make it to the track, Arkansas residents can watch and wager on horse races from all over the world with any smartphone, laptop, or tablet, anytime, anywhere. Go to oaklawnanywhere.com or download the free Oaklawn Anywhere app and register for a $150 sign-up bonus. Bet online anytime with Oaklawn Anywhere, Arkansas's exclusive window to worldwide racing. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
We're off. Good beginning from Mr. Benny, who gets the first call. From Imanoke, who takes the second position. It's going to be Mr. Benny to clear off and set the pace. Streak and Deacons moving up to come and challenge that front runner. And Hello, Mr. Copeland. Those 3 across the track down the backstretch, and they scamper 2.5 clear of Imanoke, who runs in the 3rd position. Reveille Valley inside of him, moving up to be level 4th into the turn. Abby's Encore is next, a length to Jaeger's Strategy with South Fork. They're about 5 lengths clear of Cool and Cloudy alongside of Shea Whiz, and the trailer is It's a Rainy Day. As they dash around the far turn, they're strung out over 20 lengths from first to last. Streak and Deacon comes away with the lead. Out of that trio, Mr. Benny hanging tough from the inside, though, as Hello Mr. Copeland goes in the wrong direction, is in 3rd, losing position. Reveille Valley getting closer on the inside, and then comes Imanoke, who's within range now at the top of the lane. Mr. Benny has put away Streak and Deacon. Here's Imanoke, and Jaeger's Strategy weaving through between horses nicely. Mr. Benny and Imanoke together. Jaeger's Strategy joining the fun with 100 yards to go. It's Imanoke and Alberto Puzak. Imanoke sees it out at a massive number. He's 42-1. Mr. Benny, Jaeger's Strategy in the photo for 2nd, and then Shea Whiz from the back might have just got there for 4th. And they're off. Good beginning from Dixie Penny, but Awesome Birdie is quicker. Awesome Birdie right to the lead from towards the inside, takes advantage and spurts two clear of Distorted Secrets, who runs in the second spot with Scarlet Position. Mia Baby 3 deep on the course with that party. They're a length in front of the gray. Hey there, Joji Girl. Dixie Penny and Gimme Candy are next. The two entry mates are side by side, a length clear of Costa Fortune. Spoiled Rotten, the Southern California Invader, well off the pace, about 10 behind third last. Miss Windy Slew has one runner beat, and that's Eyes on Point. As they round the far turn, the favorite Awesome Birdie says, come and catch me if you can. Awesome Birdie by 2.5, approaching the quarter pole and looking strong. Distorted Secrets picks up the running in the second position with Mia Baby as Scarlet Position is dropped out of it. Awesome Birdie, her race to lose at the top of the lane. She's got a 3-length cushion and 3/16 to go. Distorted Secrets gaining ground. Mia Baby third, furlong to go. Francisco Arrieta all over this runner to keep going. Awesome Birdie narrowly holding on, but Distorted Secrets is leveling off, and here's Eyes on Point. Eyes on Point from dead last, and from last to first, it's Eyes on Point to win it. Going away, 22-1. Distorted Secrets second. Awesome Birdie fades to third, and a photo finish for the fourth spot. And we're off. Good beginning for all the runners. Hollywood Ending, prominent in the early stages. Cat Daddy, the long shot, sent for speed by Luis Fuentes and grabs the lead. Cat Daddy at 61-1, sets the pace, gets towards the rail, establishes a clear lead of about a length from Lucky Boss, who takes a hold back in second. Pledge of Allegiance and a good gallop alongside of him. Motown Music is next in the fourth position, a little bit keen off the pace, is running 3 behind with Big Hat Willie, the Southern California Invader. Hollywood Ending, Affable Monarch are side by side. They're a length better than 10 days later, and Inexorable is the early trailer down the backstretch. 8 lengths from tip to tail as the long shot Cat Daddy sets the pace, a length and a half ahead of Pledge of Allegiance second. Lucky Boss drafting inside of him. Another length and a half to Hollywood Ending, joining Motown Music, more settled down between horses. Big Hat Willie 3 deep. 10 days later, looking good now in the black jacket, getting closer. 10 days later, making a move, and he's only 2.5 behind now as he's passed a few runners charging into the forward turn. Affable Monarch attempts to follow him. Inexorable has yet to pass a runner as they dash around the forward turn. Cat Daddy being challenged by Pledge of Allegiance. Here comes Big Hat Willie. Here comes 10 days later on the extreme outside. Lucky Boss going to ride the rail, slips inside of a weakening Big Hat Willie as they swing for home. Any chances here? 10 days later on the grandstand side, Lucky Boss continues to ride the rail towards the lead. Cat Daddy has run a crackerjack race. Pledge of Allegiance right there. This quartet and a single file line with a 16th to go. Pledge of Allegiance, Lucky Boss, these two deciding it. Pledge of Allegiance outside, Lucky Boss inside. Photo finish. Very tight. Pledge of Allegiance, Lucky Boss on the line together with 10 days later third.
The thrill of thoroughbred racing is always available with Oaklawn Anywhere. When they can't make it to the track, Arkansas residents can watch and wager on horse races from all over the world with any smartphone, laptop, or tablet, anytime, anywhere. Go to oaklawnanywhere.com or download the free Oaklawn Anywhere app and register for a $150 sign-up bonus. Oaklawn Anywhere gives you access to past performances, live video, and expert race analysis with no subscription fees. Bet online anytime with Oaklawn Anywhere, Arkansas's exclusive window to worldwide racing. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
What are you doing here?
Just here to remind you that Oaklawn Sports is a betting app that goes where you go.
You're not strong enough to lift this.
Maybe not, but I do have strong feelings about the over on Monday night. Now let's get it! Peekaboo. Hey, buddy. Good idea. Stay limber. You know what a real stretch is? Tigers covering the spread. And guess who's nailing it? This guy. Oaklawn Sports goes where you go. Bet with the best mobile sports app from the brand you trust. Bet with Oaklawn Sports.
And Laroff. Ignitus gets the first call. He bounced into the bridle right away. In second, Radical Right is moving up to come and challenge him in the early stages. Ignitus, Radical Right with Breslau not far off, and nor is Prisoner. They're on the outside, 4 deep. As they sort themselves out, Breslau, a narrow lead for him, a half length in front of Prisoner second, Radical Right third in the early stages. Top Gunner moves up to be in the 4th position with Chip Off the Old Block in the green jacket, easing off to run in 5th, 4 behind into the turn. Ignitus, who was prominent early, has dropped back to run in midfield with Mac Daddy 2. That pair's 4 lengths clear of League of Legends. Flags up. Is at the back of the field as they round the far turn. Breslau being joined by Prisoner, and here's Top Gunner on the scene. Top Gunner in the 3-path, sticks the head in front. Prisoner has come under pressure. Second, down on the inside. Breslau tries to re-rally, is on the fence in second as Top Gunner kicks onto a length lead. Breslau fighting hard in the second spot. Here comes Mac Daddy 2 on the grandstand side rolling. Top Gunner, Mac Daddy 2 grandstand side charging fast, and Radical Right up the inside. Radical Right and Nick Juarez to get there. Radical Right, your victor. Breslau second. Top Gunner flattens out to third. And Mac Daddy 2 is 4th. And Laroff, good beginning from Vulcan, who fires out fast. Jackman's got early lick, too. These two hook up in the first furlong, putting 2 lengths on Lake Radio, who runs in third with Deflator. Rob the Rich is next. Joe Frazier in the red jacket, racing with Slam Dunk Sermon between horses. Now easing off the pair to race 7 or 8 behind the top 2, who are right together approaching the far turn run. Macron is third last. St. Andrews at the back with Blue Kentucky. And actually, there's one way far out of it. Beer Chaser and another zip code as they round the far turn. Vulcan inside, Jackman is outside, and there goes Jackman in the red, striding to a narrow lead. Vulcan trying to stick with him around that turn. There's still 2 clear of Lake Radio, sent along from third. Deflator is backpedaling down on the inside, 4 lengths behind. Rob the Rich swings to the extreme outside. Macron's getting into gear now, but still has 7 lengths to make up on Jackman, who approaches the furlong pole, putting away Vulcan, who's back in second clearly. Jackman kicks to a length lead. Lake Radio trying to get up into second and trying to reel in Jackman, who is a 16th to go and a 2-length advantage. Lake Radio is charging hard. Jackman holding on. It's going to be Jackman to win it. Lake Radio was second, and third home in the race was Vulcan. Fourth, either Rob the Rich or Blue Kentucky. And Laroff. Heroic move on the far outside, put into play early, but Greener Pastures is quickest. Greener Pastures to the lead. Tapsational takes the second spot. Uninvited Guest 2 deep on the course. 3 deep is Chapel Barn, and Heroic move is off that trio, getting towards the rails in about the 3-path now after breaking from that outside post, joining Tahoe Run and Cyclone. Next is Winner's Lion, the gray horse, off his heels, backside buzzing a little bit tight, easing off the pace here, and he's running about 8 lengths behind in the pink cap. Creative Minister at the back of the pack as they make their way up the backstretch. Manta Ray's with him. So they're down the backside. Greener Pastures is the pacemaker here. A half length in front. Uninvited Guest running in the second position. Then Chapel Barn, Tapsational. They're side by side. They're a length and a half better than another 2. Cyclone and Tahoe Run to his outside. Heroic move next with Winner's Lion. Creative Minister still third last. Is 8 behind, needs to get going. And then backside Buzz at the back. Manta Ray still with with him. This race will end at the 16th pole. Remember that. They round the forward turn. Greener Pastures, the leader by a neck still. Uninvited Guest turning up the heat as they round that turn. Tapsational goes pretty well. Right behind those leaders is Searching for Racing Room approaching the top of the lane. And then comes Tahoe Run as they come to the top of the lane. Heroic Move is going to swing to the extreme outside. Winner's Lion trying to follow him down the lane. Uninvited Guest joining Greener Pastures. Uninvited Guest grabs the lead. Tahoe Run has run a very game race today. Tapsational back and forth. Approaching the line, it's Uninvited Guest and Chris Landeros. Uninvited Guest to score. Tahoe Run was second. Greener Pastures third. Tapsational checks in fourth. Another winner here at a big price. Uninvited Guest, 32-1. He's the third longest shot in the race.
The thrill of thoroughbred racing is always available with Oaklawn Anywhere. When they can't make it to the track, Arkansas residents can watch and wager on horse races from all over the world with any smartphone, laptop, or tablet, anytime, anywhere. Go to oaklawnanywhere.com or download the free Oaklawn Anywhere app and register for a $150 sign-up bonus. Bet online anytime with Oaklawn Anywhere, Arkansas's exclusive window to worldwide racing. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Laroff, slow break. CC Harbor drops to the rear, well out of it early. Red River Magic, the favorites on top in the early stages. Sicilian Grandma takes a hold, usually on the lead. Today she's playing a tracking role into the turn. The gray Jubella is third as they charge into that turn. Windy Bay down on the inside of her. She's running 2.5 lengths off the loose leader. Red River Magic, who leads the charge clearly around the turn. Make Me Believe, Gottlieb's Ranger, and HTX Xena. Those three across the track. They're four behind. They're three clear of Brittle and You, who's racing alone, a length in front of Midnight Candy Storm. Then Alsana, Let's Duet second to last. CC Harbor well out of it, at least 20 lengths off Red River Magic, who leads the charge down the backstretch. Red River Magic, the pacemaker, by a touch more than a length. Sicilian Grandma right behind in second. Jubella with a good trip third. Windy Bay, the same can be said for her. She's down on the rail approaching the forward turn run. Then that line of three, Make Me Believe, Gottlieb's Ranger, HTX Xena. Those three still right together. Five behind that loose front runner, Red River Magic, who still goes well on the front end. A gap of two to Brittle and You. Nickel along just a little bit. Midnight Candy Storm needs to do more, as does Let's Duet. Alsana passing a couple runners, but still has 8 lengths to make up. Not going to get it done. CC Harbor at the rear as they come off the turn. Sicilian Grandma challenging Red River Magic on the front end. These two square off, and Sicilian Grandma has shot to the front, and Red River Magic had no response That's when that rival came up alongside of her. In third, Windy Bay. Into second, Jubela next. 16th to go. Here's Windy Bay. Rafael Bejarano storming home down the center to win the nightcap. Windy Bay by a length and a half. Sicilian Grandma was second home. Let's Duet from well behind snatches the show spot. And Jubela checks in fourth in the finale.
And Clara.